This week, I'm at Santa Susana Depot and Museum. It's located in the eastern side of Simi Valley, off of Cooner Road, going in toward Santa Susana Park, which is back behind me. And the depot itself sits right here on the street as you turn off of Cooner onto Santa Susana Road. There is limited parking here, so when you come, you can park across the street or you can park in Santa Susana Park and walk up here. There's actually a stairwell that will lead you directly to the museum. This is the current Santa Susana sign right along the railroad tracks. If you time your visit just right, you'll see the trains when they go by. Santa Susana train station. When you come up here, this is where you would have bought your tickets. There's some of the railroad equipment that's hung up here. There is a museum here for you to come and go through, and we're going to go in and see all the trains, the model trains that they have here. But a lot of this is original stuff that was at the original train depot. So this was the waiting room for the passengers. This is where you would have bought your ticket and you would have waited here for the train. So this is the Railway Express Agency. This is where all the work would be done. You can see a lot of this is original that's in here. Everything on that wall of her is just about original. The train schedule board is original. Over here you've got the teletype and controls for the train, and that's where one of the conductors would sit and help coordinate the trains coming in. So this is just such a well-preserved piece of history here in Simi Valley. It's open on Saturdays and Sundays from 1 to 4 p.m. There's also information about how this train station was moved from over on Tapo and LA Ave over to this location and became a museum. So in the museum, there are all kinds of old photographs. Some of them are from Corriganville. There's a picture of John Wayne and the Three Musketeers series. There's Corriganville. There is a whole lot of history here for you to take a look at. There's also model trains that you can look at and the different kinds of trains that were here. So over top of this room here, you see some of the boxes from the past. And I noticed the Tapo citrus with the infamous Indian head on it up there. That was kind of the marker of this area when they were growing oranges. So I'm inside the train museum here, and they have extensive model trains here that recreate Simi Valley from the 1940s and the 50s, as well as the train trip toward the north, toward Washington and Oregon. So all of this is handmade and created. Such extensive work. They've done such a great job here. There's a sugar beet farm, which we'll see the refinery here in just a few minutes. So there is an extensive model train museum here, and it is designed around 40s and 50s Simi Valley, and it's any kind of train can be in here because it is model trains and they can run any kind they want. But as you can see, they've kind of recreated where the old train station used to be at Tapo and LA Ave. And this is kind of going down LA Ave, how it was kind of envisioned. And you can see some of the buildings that have been reconstructed here. The Santa Susana garage. Here's the old train station on there. Groger's Grocery. And as you come on down here, you will see a recreation of Corriganville. This is also the backdrop to the Santa Susana ballpark. It used to be a quarry. And we have Corriganville back here, the movie set. And we even have Johnny Westmoreland over here jumping into the pool that was created to do his movies back there. There are even tunnels back here. So there are trains on all sides in here, and they depict the route all the way going up to Washington from California. Here was the old turnaround where they could adjust trains from different stations or different tracks to go different locations. Again, there's a train that's parked up there. And again, you see San Ardio. So the guys that run this have done extensive work and are constantly refining and redoing this. So you can see there are multiple trains here, and they run at different times. And on the weekends, you can come out here and see this. Now, my understanding is this is the old sugar beet refinery plant where they would process the beets to make sugar that were grown in Simi Valley for a while. There's even Charlie Tuna here. There's all kinds of recreated buildings that creates what life was like in the 40s and the 50s. Now keep in mind here, they run trains of all eras here, not just the 40s and the 50s. The platform would have been on the train side of the railroad station. This is where you would board the trains, you would come to pick up something that maybe was shipped here. Before phones became very popular, there were cement phone booths located at most of the train depots where people could come and get messages or make phone calls. Most people today don't even know what a phone booth is, much less a cement one. One of the items here is a wigway, an old railroad traffic signal that told the trains whether to stop or to proceed, or if you could go across the train. Okay, so this is a little bit newer signal, and look, you can see it going down, and this was a signal that the train engineers used to determine whether they could move forward or they could keep going. So I'm going to end our tour here in the waiting room. There is so much history in the Santa Susana Depot and Museum. You need to come out here and take a look. You can spend a Saturday or Sunday afternoon out here. You come spend some time with my friend back here. She's waiting for the train, or for the guy over there waiting to get his ticket and the kid getting ready to go somewhere. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing a little bit about this museum. There is way more here than I can possibly tell you about. So until the next time, see ya.